Hey everyone, I wanted to talk with you about this really cool Google extension called InsertLearning.com that allows you to take any website or article and create it into a lesson to help your students increase their reading fluency and reading comprehension. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I have manipulated a website, Romeo and Juliet. If you'll notice over here off to the side, my Insert Learning toolbar is up here ready to go. I have the ability to highlight text, insert sticky notes, create questions, and also insert discussions. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to give my students some direction, so I'm going to insert a sticky note. And I'm going to tell them to highlight character names. Okay, now my students, when they actually get this assignment, can come over here to their little highlight tool and they can actually highlight. Let's see, Romeo is one of our characters, as is Juliet. Cool thing that they can do as well is to change the color. So if I click on the little paintbrush, you'll notice they have the three colors of yellow, green, and blue. Another really cool thing you can do with the highlight tool is I know some of my students will struggle with the vocabulary, so I can highlight them as well. When I click this plus button, I can insert the definition. And so for our students who have difficulties with vocabulary, now they're learning new vocabulary words as well. So as they're reading through, they can click on it and now they see what the definition is. As the students are going through, I can also insert some questions to be able to check their reading as they're going to see if they're understanding what is going on. And so down at the bottom here, when it's all said and done, I'm going to insert a question. And what's really cool is Insert Learning does give you the ideas of different ones that you can already use. Like maybe I want them to summarize the text or identify the main idea. So I can click on that, hit create, and it automatically has inserted this question then for them to do. If you'll notice, you'll see it's telling them what to do and it'll insert it for them. I can also create questions and discussions amongst the group. So if I want them to talk about something like, wow, do you really fall in love with somebody that quickly? I can ask them, do you believe in love at first sight? And then I can hit create. And now the students all have an opportunity to respond as they're reading this article. Another really cool thing that you can do is you can embed videos. So maybe I want to make sure that they completely understand the plot line of it and I'm not quite sure that they've gotten it all through their reading. I can take another post-it note, add it down here at the bottom. And I've already had a video that I found. I'm going to copy the link for that, come back to my post-it note, and I'm going to copy it in there. And now we have a video that is linked into here. And the students can watch that once they've gotten done with that. So I think this is really cool that you can do so many different things with these options. And then as the students are completing them, what's really cool is I can see what they are doing in real time. This is the teacher view right now, but if I had switched over to the student view, that's what you would see. You would see the work that they had been doing, and I can add comments back to them, and so we can real time talk with each other if they have any questions, comments, or issues that are going on. This is a free application for at least 5 lessons, so that's one of the really good aspects of it. Other things, there are so many training programs within the program itself that you just take a couple of minutes to watch those and instantly you know how to do it. You can also embed Edpuzzles and Flipgrids and lots of other tools. They have a list of like 60 plus tools that you can also add in. Especially for our students with disabilities, there are other things. You can use the Speakit program. You can also use AdBlock, so trying to help with, accessibility for other students as well. There are some cons to it that, if you want to have all of your lessons kept, there is a membership fee for that of $40. The biggest drawback for me is that this is a Google program. My school does not support Google. And so unfortunately for my students, this was blocked from any of their computers, so I couldn't actually use it with them in the classroom. So students must have a Google account for this, and you must have the ability to use it within your school. Also, students have to use it on a computer. You cannot use it on an iOS or an Android. So hopefully you saw just real quick some of the different things that this is able to do. This is what the dashboard would look like for you as a teacher. You have all your different lessons with your classes. They do have a public library of other lessons that have already been created by teachers that you can check out. But as you can see, I've created this lesson with the Romeo and Juliet one, and then I can go through and I can get all the information from the students. Sorry this was really fast, but I hope you learned a little bit about Insert Learning and you give it a shot.